학생들 안녕! So last week we started talking about conjugation and we went over present tense. Today we're going to be talking about past tense, verb and adjective conjugation. And it is actually so simple knowing present tense conjugation that you guys shouldn't even worry about it. By the end of this video, I promise every single one of you will be able to make sentences in past tense, present tense, and just be so quick with it. Just you watch and see. Alright, so last week I mentioned how there are three kind of distinctive groups that you can divide your verbs and adjectives into to kind of help you break the conjugation down, and there are verbs that end on ayo, heyo, and oyo. In past tense, it's a lot easier. The same rules of ayo, oyo, or heyo apply, except between the a and the yo, or he and the yo, or o and the yo, you just have to put something in between there, and there you go. You're done. You have past tense. Yeah, I can go now. Bye! But seriously, the ending of conjugated verbs in past tense is as어요, 했어요, 왔어요. That is literally it. Like last week we talked about 살다 and we conjugated into 살아요. If you want to talk about past tense, you'll just say 살았어요 or 왔어요, 왔어요. The same principles of, you know, having your last vowel in the stem ending on an a or an o, you have the as어요. If it ends on anything else, it's 없어요. If the verb or the adjective ends on 하다, you have 했어요. Like 행복했어요 or 좋아했어요. That is pretty much it, to be honest. You just remember the endings, the as어요, 했어요, 왔어요, and keeping in mind all the rules that we went over when we're talking about present tense conjugation, the same thing applies. When we're talking about past tense, it doesn't matter whether your sentence is like 1 day ago or 3 years ago or 5 weeks ago. Past tense is past tense and it's set, and there's no distinctions between, like, it doesn't matter if your subject is plural or objects are plural or singular or whatever, just anything else that goes on in the sentence. It doesn't really matter as long as your verb or adjective is in past tense. It's going to be in past tense and nothing is going to affect the verb, basically. Also, there's a very important verb that I didn't even talk about last week, which I kind of feel like I should have, because it's like one of the most fundamental verbs out there, like 하다 or 가다. It is 있다. It means to be, just to exist, to have, to possess. So 있다 in present tense would be 있어요, because 있다, take the ta out, you have it as a stem. The vowel in the stem is e, so it's not ayo, it's not heyo, so it will be oyo. So 있어요. And if we want to make it past tense, we are going to say 있었어요. Yeah? You have the it and then 어요. 있었어요. Okay? With those like double S's everywhere, it can get a little bit confusing because you can just like forget and go on like 있었어요. That can happen. Don't let that happen. If it does happen, just laugh it off because it happens to the best of us. Happened to me. I am pretty sure that is about it. Past tense is quite straightforward in Korean, and yeah, you guys shouldn't worry about it too much. It's very intuitive if you know present tense and basic past tense conjugation, which you now do. Next week, we are going to be talking about future tense, and that is something I am quite excited about because even though it's quite easy, a lot of people get thrown off by it a little bit. And yes, that is it for today. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And yeah, we'll meet again and we'll talk about the future and we'll have lots of fun. Woo! 안녕!